Hi guys, yeah, it's Bricktop Billy here. Yeah, check out the channel if you haven't already. Game Wanderers. I think there's a few tutorials on there. I think 3 of them were done before the update though. So, but there's still some useful tips like on trade routes and settler assignment and all that lot. And there's a few good ideas for like how to build up some settlements. But yeah, anyway, here we've got. I've seen quite a few people struggle with what to do with Hangman's Alley. I don't know what the significance is, but in my playthrough it's a railroad safe house, and the only difference I notice is as a caretaker, like a settler who's classed as a caretaker, and he gives you a few other missions, but I've only had one of him, and it's not really gone any further than that. But yeah, anyway, so a few ideas of what to do with Hangman's Alley. Right, this is the back entrance. As you can see, it's the bridge, and you've got the cut through in the middle. But yeah, so my radio, which I didn't see. But yeah, anyway, so at the start you've got, well, I've moved it forward a bit, or rearranged it, should I say? Because it wasn't that great. But yeah, there's a few lights around, as you can see, but that's only because I got attacked. The one and only time I got attacked at this settlement, they come through here, and I didn't have any lights at the time, and it was dark, and my turrets weren't doing anything, and I stuck a spotlight in originally, and that helped, but it was just one spotlight, so I figured, well, yeah, you just got to light up the area for the turrets to work. That's a general tip as well. I think it doesn't matter so much with missile turrets, but all the other ones you need lights for. So yeah, you've got the entrance, a little doorway, electric, all wired up through. You plonk another little turret on there. You could probably make that into, I don't know, I could have probably linked that up there, to be honest, but yeah, you can build on anything in here, and I think the build limit on any settlement is usually the highest building in the settlement. I could probably build up to there before it starts building up. That's another point with Hangman's Alley, don't unchain this door, because you just get people coming through there. Anyway, so from the back entrance we've got the little lookout post. Just, the bloke's never here, but you know, his post is, that's the main thing. And then from there we've got a few water pumps, a little tunnel, and this is just built from the miscellaneous section. Like, you can get bridges if you go into the wood, and then wood structures right at the end, miscellaneous, and it's just them. And I started off with them, I just built, and you can line them up. They connect like floorboards do, like if you see, like that. I've got plenty of wood for a change, so it's no waste. But yeah, scrap that. But yeah, they're just built from there, and then you can use the wall ends in the, and they're at the end of here, just there, or you can use them, whichever one takes fancy. But yeah, just get inventive, do you know what I mean? And best thing to do before you start any settlement is just make sure you've got shitloads of resources, really. But yeah, I mean, this is, believe it or not, regardless of the glitches that happen with the Brahmin and that, they actually fit through here, which I was quite surprised to see happen. But yeah, just block it all up and funnel them in, funnel any enemies in so that they can be taken down easily. That's the best way to do it. And I've got a few little power stations here. That's my backup generator, really, just in case any of this lot gets attacked. But yeah, with Hangman's Alley, it's actually quite a decent settlement to build up. You just got to be resourceful, really. And like, as you can see here, I've built up a lot, and like there's a few walkways, and like you can use these little sort of shelves, just use them as, or jetties or whatever, just use them as platforms to build on. But yeah, you've got, the only original feature I think is that and that, which I couldn't delete. Well, I would have scrapped that if I could, but it wouldn't let me. I've got my little bell as a post, and your Brahmin feeders actually do come in handy. Your Brahmin, they don't really do anything, you can't assign them to anything, but if you've got one in your settlement, it just increases the productivity. So yeah, and another good thing to do before you start building is just scrap everything. Start from scratch, it's the best way. But yeah, and up here you've got, I've got a little farm around here. I'm not really planning to have more than 15 settlers in this settlement anyway, so I'll increase it as well. I'm not going to build a recruitment beacon because it'll just go mental. I think my charisma's at like 8, so yeah, I'll only have about 12 or 15 in here, but yeah, so you've got the, I don't know, I'll call it the second floor of the settlement. It starts from there, a little chill out area, and this just increases the happiness, and if they're more happy they're more productive. Like I've got a couple of shops so they earn more caps, and like a few scrapping stations, and they'll be more productive because of the happiness. So yeah, I've got a little chill out section there. The TVs they don't need to be wired up, but they need to be like the lights, like near electricity. And here you've got little sleeping quarters here, and again this was just built, oh I can hear gunfire, right, fuck it. But yeah, this was just built, as you can see, on top, and it doesn't look too daft, which is rare to be honest, because it's hard to get it all. The building mechanics are a bit odd, but like I say, just make sure you got shitloads of resources and just fanny around with it, and you'll figure out ways of making it look alright. But yeah, I mean that was originally intended to be like a little guard post, but I was running out of bed space, so I thought fuck it, I'll just fill it with beds. But yeah, and you do need to build these little railings, otherwise you'll find your settlers are that stupid that they will just walk off. So yeah, and around here you've got another little, I mean this is, oh yeah, again with the plants, you can get them with the picket fence editions, or the perfect, I can't remember what the magazine's called, but it's one of them, and you get, I mean I think you can get sandbags and stuff like that, and like futuristic, I think they're called high-tech lights or something like that. But yeah, this is my little trading post, full magazine rack. I don't know how to fill these up. If anyone can figure that out, other than manually placing items on it, and I'd be interested to know. Another little tip as well with your, I mean I've already done on this, but you can invest, if she'll talk to me, yeah, you can invest in your shops, and again it just increases the happiness and how much stuff they can buy basically. Like one thing I used to find, I'd come back to sell my shit and they'd always run out of money, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner. There's the invest. Don't know what the command will be on a PC, but on the Xbox it will be RB, and PlayStation it's just, as you can see, R1. So and yeah, you can invest 500 caps. You need a perk for it, which is this one here, and it's level 3 of the cap collector. They're worth getting, to be fair, and you'll need which one is it? That one, local leader perk. Establish supply lines, but yeah. And that is the second floor. I've got him just sitting there just in case, and the siren, which he will flick and everyone will jump into action if shit goes down. But yeah, and again lighting, important for the turrets. I'm not even going to bother going to see what that gunfire is. But yeah. So, the third floor, I've got an artillery gun just because I've got on point of every settlement what I've tried to do, as you can see. Oh, that's, I don't understand why it does that. It's some dodgy little glitch. Like, these are the trade lines, for some reason it showed, it's weird, I don't get why it does it. Like I've not deleted the trade line up, but for some reason it doesn't show. And occasionally I find with Croup Manor and the castle, it'll occasionally show that I've got like, I mean I think the castle a couple of days back I looked and it said it had like 43 settlers in it or something like that. I don't know why. And the happiness was 205% or something, which is just fucking impossible. But and when I got there was still only 90 settlers, and as you can see, I think it was about 81%. See, I don't understand that little glitch, but yeah. So, yeah, my point being, what I've tried to do with the settlements, all the ones I've got near to the centre of the map, and especially this bit where you can see all around here, I've tried to put at least one artillery gun in it. Like, I think I've got two there, two artillery there, 3 artillery there, 2 artillery there, and I've got 1 there, and the castle's got about 5, I think. That's another fix they did in the new update as well, the multi-gun glitch. Like, before the update came along, if you had more than 2 artillery guns in one settlement, they just wouldn't fire if you threw the artillery was shit. But it's alright now, it actually works. So yeah, it's worth doing, and it's pretty cool just lobbing a grenade in and seeing limbs fly over the place. Just make sure you go in and get all of the bobbleheads and shit like that, and magazines and stuff, because they'll be lost in translation otherwise. But yeah, so other than that, we've got the little scrapping station. They don't seem to be at work for some bizarre reason, but yeah. And another little chill out area with the beds. So yeah, I mean, I've not even finished Hangman Zilla. Like you see, I've only got 7 settlers, and I'm planning on having 15. I'll probably, like I said earlier, oh yeah, you can build, like, I've got a few power, you know, just gotta be improvise. I mean, you can even climb up then and build across. But yeah, I will probably extend this settlement and start building on top of there and make a little ledge. But yeah, that is Hangman's Alley. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some more wood and carry on with this, I think, and power armor, just because. Yeah, that is that. So yeah, check out the other vids if you want a few tips on trade routes and shit like that. There I think the video I did with Croot Manor was a workaround, which I hope they fix in the next update, because it's ball like limiting what you can build. Not so much the size of the area, but what you can fit in the settlements. I don't know why they haven't just abolished that. Like, I can't think of a decent reason or excuse why they would limit how much stuff you can put in a settlement, other than processing speed and stuff like that. But do you know what I mean? It's, I don't know. So yeah, one of my other videos contains a useful tip to work around that as well. They're worth checking out, to be honest. Like I say, I think I put about 210 hours into Fallout. As annoying as it is sometimes with the glitches, it is a good game. But yeah, there's a few useful tips to check out in the other vids, and hope they're useful. Happy building, guys. So yeah, see you later.